Ba ba, what up, gents and gentettes? It's Pulsar. We're gonna do Alya, episode 3. I guess Alya sometimes hides her feelings in Russian. Dude, my arms look like the freaking Muppets. Wait, I guess I'm too fast. Anyways, yeah. So I was saying like the show is this is prior to me recording, but the show has been consistently like reliable. I think I did say this is probably my favorite show this season right now. I just gotta love Doga Kobo, man. They are the hypeness for me when I watch like any kind of like show like this. I'm just like, this is gonna be fun. uh, and so yeah. What's funny though, like prior to like streaming, this image I had was just this. It was just like the little sister, let's just say casually sitting on the bed, and I was just like, oh right, this show's pretty good. It's not even like this scene. It's the part where she goes, "My braza." That kind of had me just go, "All right," and it just made me smile. And I was like, any show that just makes you smile and puts you in a good mood is just always a treat, right? And so I figured we'll just hop right into episode 3. As per usual, I have a playback timer. I don't think it's necessary anymore because this for Ollie, I'm kind of showing the show, kinda. Not really. My face is blocking like 90% of it. You have to use your imagination. Anyways, let's just go right into it, right? So, you'll see how this all works out. So, here we go. Oh, yeah, episode 3, 3, 2. Wait, episode 3, yeah, 3, 2, 1. Go. So, sadly, the opening's playing right now, and I can't really. I have to, like, protect myself. So, I am protecting myself. Anyways, yeah, the show's been pretty good, and I still am too lazy to investigate if this was a manga or a light novel. But looking at this intro, I love the coloring. Just look love. Like it's funny because I was thinking about like shows that are pretty well colored. There was another show that I couldn't. I was like trying to watch it and I couldn't watch it because the colors were like this weird like pastel, like this really light pastel color, and it was just like throwing me off, and I just couldn't. Like it was like it seemed like a stylistic choice, and it was a choice that kind of turned me off of the show. I was thinking about how I really like a show that kind of has like an identity to it, and this one definitely has one. Like the way it's colored is very specific, very determined. I wonder where the show's going to fit in my echelon of slice of lives. I think one thing too is like the show's like surprisingly fan servicey. Right, here we go. So this is kind of what you got going. She has a sister. Yeah. Oh, Jesus. Mhm. Is she half? Oh, interesting. So she only knows them as childhood friends, huh? I wonder why they hide it. I wonder what's the actual bond between her and the Kuze. Hmm. Thank you. What was her name? Musho? Musha? Six. Oh, this is gonna be the origin story. Oh, so they did meet before. Dude, I love the beret. The butcher shop, huh? I think we've all been in this scenario. I don't think I've ever had anyone like be this defiant about it, but I've definitely been in these kind of groups. This is rough. It's like funny because I understand where like the other kids are coming from too, right? Like we've all been in that scenario, right? Like you always have that person that's like a bit of like a, like, I don't want to say try hard, but you know they always do their best, and it's like hard to always match their power level, especially if you're a person that doesn't believe in what you're doing, right? Don't mind my arm. I'm just holding coffee. Are they gonna lose? This is the same feeling I have when I drive. Just don't expect anything. That's a cool transition. I love sakura trees. They're so good. This is like my favorite thing about actually seeing the petals on the floor. It's so pretty. Oh. Like she has to be half right because like she has the name Cujo in it, right? I wonder if that means he was like the first one there and he just immediately just fell asleep. And he's gonna test really well, and I'll be infuriated, dude. I speak English. I kind of didn't expect that we would get this kind of episode this early. I guess it makes sense in terms of pacing. It actually kind of makes sense for her though, because this is her first school festival, and then like the kid, I think they're in high school, so they've been through like 10 of them already. Well, I guess high school's the only one that does school festivals, as far as I could remember. Oh, I like that. He's really good at moving people, moving like I like mean like physically moving them around like the places they need to be. That's pretty good. Hit that breaking point. That's actually a really powerful message, right? Like a lot of times it's about like making sure the party work together, right? Whether you're at work or whatever. So I remember it's how you get people to motivate themselves to be better, right? This is surprisingly I won't say serious episode, but it's definitely less comedic. Oh, he got his friends on board. 6 days? That's not a whole lot of time, dude. Oh, never mind. I forgot he sourced out the that what they call it, the handicraft club. Is what they call her. That's pretty interesting to see her say like this is what came up before, I guess. I was wondering about that. Why he calls her Alya. I also didn't know that was true for Russia. Time to ask my Russian friend. My one Russian friend. He was like technically a two. This is the slice of life that I need in my day today to just make me go, yeah, life's pretty cool. Life's pretty cool. I hope she tramples him. Interesting. I feel like this would be something that people would be talking about at the school for like ever, given how anime works, right? Damn, I love that case, dude. You can see her like being like really respecting him. You know what I mean? Like someone that kind of just has a different way of doing things. Oh, is that picture gonna be him? And that's the Russian girl that he wanted to talk to. This show. I kind of like this tone like a little bit. I really enjoy it. I'm gonna laugh if like somehow there's gonna just be like a fan service scene within the next like 5 minutes. You're gonna be like, suck. No. No. The the spike between the two has been revealed. And this shit can't be that dramatic though, right? This is pretty interesting. Now I think about it, I never thought really. I don't know why I didn't make the connection. Oh wait, I'll just wait for the episode. Hold on. That'd be real pretty. I would be pretty down with that, dude. If someone just showed up with like a stuffed animal, going, "This is what I think this represents you." All right, cool. Definitely would rock it. Wait, what? Never a good vibe to have to go through. Oh, is that what happened? And his sister. A lot of vibes, actually. I like this. I like this a lot. Just going to smell him. Like, and I guess the show needed that kind of like icebreaker. Damn. Alright, it's the ending playing. Okay. I'll let the playback timer run. Okay. Let me put some thoughts here. So there's like I guess like 2 points like maybe I want to talk about. So I guess I'll do my. I think that something I kind of didn't really. I don't know why I didn't make this connection. I think I mentioned the whole point about like in the earlier episodes how why doesn't he kind of tell them that they speak that he could speak Russian? I do this all the time in Japan because like after I learned the language, I never told anyone and I could speak the language. I just kind of just sat there and listened and be like, oh, yeah, 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 okay, yeah, okay, and it's because it's like I guess like until you need to communicate, you don't really ever feel like I don't know. It feels like a superpower in all honesty. Like when you don't want to reveal it, right? You know what I mean? When you have like the ability to communicate with another language, and I don't think it's an uncommon thing to do, right? Where people just kind of hide. This ending is different, isn't it? Huh? Huh? Well, anyways, yeah. So like you typically just kind of like hide in, and because I was a foreigner, like no one ever questioned the fact that I could speak Japanese. That was just like one of the funniest things. Damn, it was over. That was a good episode. That was like a really solid episode. Anyways, yeah. And so I could see like why, and unless they have an episode dedicated to why he doesn't reveal it, like maybe he's waiting to like to say something to the girl that he remembers. Because I remember they introduced like a girl, right, which is probably the sister, right, Masha, Mosha. That's what I'm guessing is gonna happen. And then at that point, Alya will be super defeated. So I think what's like what I wanted to go into was my next topic, which is like the tone. But this tone was pretty like I didn't have like the vibe of like the previous two episodes. Like some kind of Like they definitely they definitely led into more comedy. This one was definitely more like a character piece on the on Alya and Kuze, and kind of like how they the two personalities kind of intersect with each other, right? And I think that was a really fun one because Alya's like the super hardworking person, then and then and then I guess Kuze is probably more the person like, hey, work smarter, right? Just work smarter, right? What is it? Wait, work smarter, not harder, right? And that's kind of what he does. He just kind of figures out how to move the pieces around that he can, right? And then I guess he just has really good social skills, so that's how he gets into his thing. And it kind of makes sense because like when you think about Alia, right? It's like those people too. Like they're like I have a lot of friends that are like this actually, like where they're really good at what they can do, but they kind of are really hard to talk to. And like you could put them in a position to like just kind of like just do a task, but like their ability to communicate is always a little bit weaker, right? And so like a lot of times you have to like they have to like kind of like funnel themselves into another person, right? To kind of like get them to be more like it's weird, right? I don't know. I'm pretty sure this is not an uncommon thing, right? But like a lot of times you have that person who's just really good, but they're not. I don't want to say that's like they're awkward. It's just that they just kind of don't really communicate well, and then so like once they find that person that can be their means of communicating, then like the whole everything just kind of works a lot better for a group. I mean that's like my experience from working in like a lot of group work or whatever. And yeah, I'm really trying to grab more thoughts here. I like that episode though. I just really appreciate that it wasn't like I'm like I guess following up with more tone is that this like because the tone was like this was so less about comedic time like being like silly and whatever, more just about like kind of like character exploration or whatever and motivations. It makes me wonder like how other or how much more they'll explore other tones of the story, right? Like, are we gonna hit a point where the story gets really like kind of like sad and whatnot? And I think that'd be a really good experience to have. Like a show that has like a lot of feelings in it is always pretty nice, right? Because like what I liked about this episode is it caught me kind of off guard because I kind of was like always going to expect something kind of silly, right? But it's not, and it was not. That's what kind of made me go, okay, all right, I like this. I like this. I like where this is going. I don't think I really laughed very hard because it wasn't an episode you're supposed to really laugh at, right? Like this is the one you find out that his family split, his sister's sick, or was sick, so he had to like I don't know if wait, did he stay? No, he left, right? And so like they incorporated a lot more story beats to it that and I feel like the show is willing to explore it, and I think that's what makes me really go, yeah, this show's pretty good. um it's still too early for me to be like, is this, oh shoot, I just stopped the timer. Is this a show I would recommend? I mean, right now I would say like it seems like a pretty safe pick, but like I also don't know where it's going. So I guess you have to wait till I finish up this show to be like, hey, these are my final thoughts on this show. Anyways, yeah. Damn, this is getting really long. uh so that's gonna be the end of Pulser's watch along of Alya sometimes hides her feelings in Russia in episode 3. Everyone, much love. Take care of yourselves. I'll catch you next week for episode 4. Peace out. Bye.